welcome to another video. It is Thursday, I believe February 9th. I could be wrong, but I do know it's Thursday. I just got out of class and my weekend starts now. So I'm very excited, but I told you guys in my full day of eating I would record an update on my macros and all that stuff since I just checked in with Nick. So that's what I'm going to do today, along with some other stuff. But I wanted to start off by saying that I feel like a lot of my recent videos have been about like my physique and macros and bulking and cutting and all that kind of stuff. And yes, that stuff is part of my life, but like if this is my life, that stuff makes up like that much of it. It makes up like that much of like fitness, and like there's so much more, and I want my channel to provide so much more than like my food and weight. Like I don't want you guys to click on a video and be like, what's Lexi eating today? How much is Lexi eating? How much does Lexi weigh? What does Lexi look like? Like, because like honestly, who really cares? And I don't want to put out the message that like that stuff matters that much, because it doesn't. Like I like sharing all that stuff with you because I think it can be helpful and informational and interesting, and I like watching what other people eat and all that kind of stuff, but like it can only be helpful to a certain extent, and it doesn't put out the message that I want to put out. So I am going to keep you guys in the loop and keep you updated. Like I'm not just going to start doing like makeup tutorials or something like that, but I just wanted to get that out of the way. I think my goal right now is to compete, and one, that's not everyone's goal, and two, not everyone should have the goal of competing. I want you guys to all be able to like follow me and relate to me and my journey without having to have like the same goal as I do. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's like so many ways to be a fit person or to do fitness, and your journey doesn't have to look the same as mine, but like we can all relate, you know? I also thought of something. I know a lot of you guys love watching like full days of eating, and I am cutting, and I know a lot of you guys like the bulking ones. And first of all, Jen Brady, I'll link her channel below. She has a really good Instagram account and YouTube channel, and she's an intuitive eater. She doesn't track macros. I don't think everyone needs to track macros. Literally, the way she approaches food and fitness reminds me of how I did when I first started doing fitness, and it's like super refreshing, so I really recommend her channel. But now, we're gonna do the whole update thing. So in my full day, I'm not gonna go into like super grandiose detail or anything because I don't wanna keep this section super long, and it would get really repetitive because I feel like I keep giving you guys updates because my shit, it keeps changing. But you guys saw my full day of eating. I was eating 275 carbs, 150 protein, and 80 fat, which was like 2,400 to 2,500 calories. And that was around my maintenance. I dropped a little bit of weight at the beginning of the week and then just maintained. And I was in a huge, huge surplus before, but I kind of covered it also in my full day of eating, that you can't make your metabolism faster. Like your metabolism will adapt to higher calories. It starts using the food as fuel. And my goal with the bulk was not to maintain my weight and increase my calories. That's something I think a lot of people don't understand, is I gained a total of 10 pounds on my bulk. Like I wasn't trying to like make my metabolism faster. It doesn't work like that. But you're not gonna raise your basal metabolic rate. Like you're not gonna be able to like, I would not be able to cut on 3,000 calories just because I was bulking on 4,000. So the initial drop was from my surplus to my maintenance calories. And then this week what Nick did is we went into a deficit. I almost said we went into a surplus. That would be nice, but no, we went into a deficit. So it's just a 500 calorie deficit, which is pretty standard. Usually if you're going from maintenance into a bulk or maintenance into a deficit, you add or subtract 500 calories to start. And just like when you're bulking, your metabolism adapts. When you're cutting, your metabolism adapts. So my macros now are 175 carbs, 60 fat, and 150 protein still. So that's a 500 calorie drop. It's 100 carbs and 20 fat. And honestly, the hardest part for me is not being hungry. That was like hard in the initial drop, but I think that was because one, the initial drop was so big, it was 1,500 calories, and this one's only 500, so we're not taking away as much food. And also Nick made a good point that he thought this would be less difficult because my body is already pulling from endogenous rather than exogenous sources. So instead of using all the food for fuel, it's already started to use muscle tissue and fat tissue as fuel. And like, yes, you can't cut and not lose a little bit of muscle, but you can minimize it to a certain degree. And I'm guessing we'll probably be in this deficit for about another month to 6 weeks. It's not a super long cut. Really not too bad. The hardest part is just figuring out what to eat because I've literally never eaten below 200 carbs, ever. Well, since my like recovery and since I started tracking macros. So it's just more figuring out what to eat. And then I definitely do have a little bit less energy. Like I'm not bouncing off the walls, like wanting to do a million things like I used to. But I'm assuming that that's just because, again, the initial drop of carbs, my energy is a little lower, but it's really not too bad. Not many complaints. But yeah, that's that. Today is a rest day for me. So I'm going to go pick up a couple things that I really need at the grocery store. I feel like this is just like my last update video. Update and then grocery haul. But I'll bring you guys along for the rest of my day with me. I might go out with some friends later tonight. I haven't decided, but that's another thing is like, I'm not going to like isolate or like not do fun stuff or be like super anal about hitting every single macro to the gram just because I'm cutting. Like I'm not in a prep. This isn't like a life or death situation. And it is totally possible to like be on a cut and have fun too. So with that, I also do have homework today. Speaking of fun, homework is a blast. Anyways, I'm going to run to the store now and I'll show you guys what I get when I get back. So I just got back from the store and I thought I might as well show you what I got because I told you I would and I went. So I might as well show you guys, right? You care about food just as much as I do. But I think even though I'm on a lot lower macros and stuff now, my diet is still the same in respect to the fact that I like to get most of my foods from like whole foods and like cleaner sources, but I do like, I don't live off of like sweet potatoes and chicken either. I kind of do like a little mix of both, but I don't know. I'll just show you what I got. It's gonna be really, really fast. It's seriously nothing new or exciting. I just went to Trader Joe's and Ralph's and picked up a bunch of basic stuff. But I guess we'll start with protein. Okay, so first thing, I just got chicken breasts. It's just no antibiotics, all natural chicken. That I will put in the crock pot because that's how I cook all of my chicken. I also got 99% lean ground turkey from Trader Joe's, and I have to say it's like a dagger to the heart going from like normal ground turkey to the fat-free. Like this tastes like rubber to me, but that's what seasonings are for, right? And speaking of seasoning, I did pick up cumin. I don't know if you can see that, but you guys saw I seasoned my butternut squash with it, and I've just been obsessed with putting cumin on everything. I think it is delicious, so I picked up a big thing of that. I got whole eggs. I like to get fat from whole eggs. I think they taste a million times better than egg whites, so I'm still using them a lot in my diet, but I did also get egg whites just because I like to have them on hand for my oats and stuff like that. I did get cream of rice, which I still eat a lot. I also got rice cauliflower from Trader Joe's, which I have been adding to either just rice, like mixing it in, or adding it to my oats or cream of rice in the morning just for some extra volume. People tell you it tastes like rice. It does not, but it's good for like volumizing stuff and like mixing with your carbs. Or I guess if you were like super low carb, you could do it. You just have to add a lot of seasoning. I got this hummus, which is my favorite. It's the Cedars garlic hummus, and the macros are not bad on it. I like using it as like salad dressing. Got my favorite almond butter from Trader Joe's. Got a bunch of zucchini because it's delicious and super macro friendly and good for like volumizing anything. Got a spaghetti squash because they were on sale at Trader Joe's. I picked up this Philadelphia whipped cream cheese and cherry tomatoes for salads. And then also for salads, I got butter lettuce from Trader Joe's. This is my favorite to use. It's like very low macros. 2 carbs and 1 protein for 2 cups. And then I got a big thing of spinach for like eggs and stuff. I got fat-free whipped cream because it is essential for living. I got this, it's just like this water flavoring because I'm really bad about drinking my water. It's like Crystal Light, but just generic. And then I also got generic brown mustard, which I like to use as dressing with the hummus on my salads. And oh, last thing, cooking spray. So exciting, right? Anyways, so you guys see it's like nothing very new or exciting. But yeah, I'm going to put these away and probably make a snack. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see ya. So, I just heard back from my friend, Jenny, and we are going out tonight and we're actually going to a bar. And this kind of goes along with what I was saying earlier, but like I'm not gonna miss out on stuff just because I'm cutting. Honestly, when I was bulking and stuff like this happened, I just kind of went with it and just YOLO'd it. But it is important for me to hit my macros while I'm cutting. I wouldn't recommend going and drinking if you're all your calories. If you're in a deficit, you're gonna be freaking starving. And usually I wouldn't. I haven't been having my glass of wine or anything, but tonight I did. I just factored in 1 drink, and so I'm kind of eating less than planned the rest of the day, but that's okay. Like, it's my decision and it's kind of what I want to do. But yeah, I just factored it into my macros, so I'll be having 1 drink and getting dressed up and going out and having lots of fun tonight, so I'm excited for that. But I just made a snack. I'll show you guys. I just have 2 protein waffles with a serving, or half a serving of the whipped cream cheese and 50 grams of blueberries. I have to say, I'm not quite on the 1 carb waffle level yet. Coming back from eating like 3 servings of pancake mix in a meal, it's kind of hard to go from that to a 1 carb waffle. But what I did is I just took a scoop of Unico Nutrition protein powder, an egg, some baking powder, 50 grams of pumpkin puree, and like 1/3 of a serving of pancake mix. And then toppings, obviously. And the cream cheese on waffles, don't actually try. It's really good. It's like cheesecake. It's delicious. So I'm going to eat this and get some homework done so I can enjoy my weekend. Peace out. Change of plans. You're probably like, Lexi, why do you have a bun on top of your head and you're hanging out in a sports bra and a sweatshirt? And yeah, I'm in sloth mode. It's like 7:45 right now, and my friend just texted me. She does not want to go out anymore, which is totally fine. She just broke up with her boyfriend, and personally, when shit like that happens, I don't want to go out. I don't want to see anyone. I might go over there and like hang out with her a little bit later, but she doesn't want to go out, and that is totally fine. I'm just gonna chill tonight, and I already put in my alcohol, and so I'm just gonna have a glass of wine. That's how it's gonna go. But so much for going out and having a drink and whatever. But at least you guys know now how I would go about it if I was going out. If I end up doing something, you guys can come along. But I probably am just gonna chill here and try to get to bed early because it's been a long week. But we shall see. Plans change, be flexible. That is the moral of the story. Okay. So I have my dinner. It's just, oh, hi Hannah. It's just spaghetti squash and veggies and turkey and cheese, no rice in it because I'm having my glass of wine. Set my mind to it. So it's gonna happen. And I'm just gonna eat this and edit for a little bit. Low-key, I'm kind of bitter that my night's so low-key, but it's okay. We will make the most of it. We're gonna have a little chat while I eat dinner. Not that this is important at all. I mostly just don't feel like being productive. But you know how there's extroverts and introverts? Like extroverts love being around people. They get their energy from being around people. And then there's introverts. I shouldn't eat while I talk. Who get their energy when they're alone. And I feel like a lot of people talk about it and say, like, you can be in the middle. And they'll say, I'm an extroverted introvert. Like, I get my energy from being alone, but I do like to be social and be around people. Well, I was thinking about it today because, like, with this whole situation with my friend Jenny, like, I think I'm an introverted extrovert, if that makes sense. Like, I definitely get my energy from being around people, and I love being around people, and when I'm not around a bunch of people for a long period of time, I get in these like weird funks. And like that happened to me last week. I was like, didn't really hang out with many people all weekend because I like had so much stuff to do. And I just got in this like weird, like sad place. But I do need my alone time, and I think that a big part of that is because I'm like so independent and like so goal oriented, and I like doing my own thing that like when people get in my way, I'm like, stop, just like let me do my thing. I need to do it my way, like that type of thing. And it's just interesting to think about because I think everyone needs a little bit of both. Some people are way more introverted than extroverted, and for the longest time I thought I was like an introvert because I do spend a lot of time alone, and I think too I did isolate. Like I went through that phase in my eating disorder. I avoided it in my like little anal phase of fitness, where I like wanted to make sure I hit all my macros perfectly. But like me as a genuine person, I'm an extrovert, and like I love, like I'm gonna FaceTime Sam later because I just like want to talk to someone and like want to be around people, or like I'll hang out with my roommate, whatever. But I don't know, I was just thinking about it and I thought it was interesting, so I thought I would share. And now I'm going to continue eating this lovely bowl of food. Say hi to YouTube. It's okay, look at me. So it's like 10:45. That means I was talking to Sam for like an hour. But we don't get to like actually FaceTime that much. We like text every day, but I don't actually get to like see her face and talk to her very often, so we had a lot to catch up on, you know? And I just poured my wine. I've been missing it. And I'm so happy. I had a package and I forgot to open it, and it's more pre-workout, which I was almost out, so I'm so happy. And this is the same Athena pre-workout, but it is watermelon wave flavor. So I'll try it. And I think I'm gonna end the vlog here, but we're gonna pick up right where we left off in the morning because I'm working out with Nick and Alyssa, and Nick and I are actually gonna do a Q&A, so that video will be up very soon. But I'm literally just gonna hang out and drink this, and then I have one more meal. I'm just having my like yogurt and cereal tonight, and I'm gonna pass out. So I'll see you guys in the morning. And as always, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.